Hello everyone, this is Damaris from Paper is Fabric, and please forgive the way my desktop looks, but it's like 3 o'clock in the morning and I haven't even slept and I have to go to work tomorrow. So anyway, I'm just not ready to clean this off. But anyway, to the thing at hand. I'm here to share with you what I created for a swap hosted by Lisa from Scrapin2010. It's a dress form swap. The criteria was to use the Tim Holtz dress form and to create or to decorate just the dress form. It's not a tag swap per se, it's just a dress form swap. So there were 3 things as the criteria. The first thing was to use medium, at least medium weight chipboard, because being that it was only going to be the dress form, she didn't want it to be flimsy. The other thing was that we would include a button on the dress form itself. And the third thing was to simply have fun and decorate it out however else you wanted to do. Whatever you wanted to do, it was on you. So this was what I created. I had to create 2 sets. I was asked to create 2 sets, and this is my first set. I don't know which one, but it's one of the sets. And what I did to make my dress form first was I cut it out using the Vagabond and the Tim Holtz dress form die, as you see. And then I went about painting the bottom and the top of the dress form. And I painted it with this gold. It's some paint that I got from Michael's. It came in a little kit with, I think, 6 little pots like this. So I painted the top, I painted the bottom here. And then after that dried, and it kind of looked like this, you know, it has a gold, bronzy kind of look. I'm sorry, but my lighting is like horrendous. Let me see. Whoa, that makes it better, but oops, I knocked some stuff over. Wait a minute, let me see what I can do. Maybe if I stick this up over here. Okay, that might be a little bit better. Okay. Oh boy. So anyway, it kind of looks like this. Whoa. Maybe I should have waited until the morning. Well, we'll see. However this turns out. If it turns out too bad, then I won't put this one up. Otherwise, this is it. Okay. So after I did that and the gold dried, then I put glue. I just use regular like school glue, white glue. I use some of this. I actually got this from the dollar store. So I brushed that on and I let it get a little bit tacky, and then I painted on black. And I used Cracker Barrel, Apple Barrel colors in black, this. And I painted over it, and as it dried, as you can see here, oh well, maybe you can't see there, but as you can see, it began to crackle. And I really like the way that crackled. Look at that. That came out so nice. So anyway, after I caused it to crackle, then what I decided to do is adorn the body part of the dress form. And I used some book print. Oh heck, what was that all about? I don't know. My computer just shut off. But anyway, I don't know what I did. Maybe I did something. But, okay. Ooh. So then what I did with the book paper is I kind of moistened it and then I balled it up like this. And while it was boiled up, while it was balled up, I spritzed it with a little more water and left it for a minute, and then I used my heat gun and I dried it while it was in the ball state, and then I pulled it apart a little bit and dried it a little more. And as you can see right here, it gave like really, it made it very distressed. And in some places where I used the heat, it kind of even made it look like brown. I didn't even have to put anything onto that. So after I did that, then I laid the dress form down on the paper and kind of outlined the shape of the body part. and cut it out, and then I used that same white glue on the face of it. And what I did after I did that, since I already had the body shape, I could scrunch it in, and I caused it to layer like that. And because there's glue under there, it's kind of hard, see? So after doing that, I went over it with some water, and I found this decoupage stuff at AC Moore, and they had it for sale, and it's sepia tone. So when you brush over it, it gives it that kind of brown worn look. So I watered it down quite a bit and then just brushed it over the whole thing. And I let that dry for a little bit, let it seep in, and then I went over it with the heat gun. And after it dried with the heat gun, I used my Ranger's, what do you call this stuff? Alcohol ink. And I went around the edges to distress it. And it gave me the look of a lot like this right here. See? Okay. So then I had to dress her. And I decided I wanted her to have on a little skirt, sort of like a tutu. So I had bought this here sheer organza like ribbon, and I was supposed to be using it for my daughter for something, but she decided plans changed, so I used this. And what I did, in order to have the rippled edge, as you can see here, I think you can see it right here, to have that rippled edge, I quilt and I sew. So I used my rotary cutter, which has a deckled edge right there, and I cut it. And then what I did, when I had the piece that I wanted or needed, I thought I had an extra one, but I don't. I kind of like cut out a piece about this long, and then I folded it back on itself, leaving a little bit, staggering the edges. And I stitched it back and forth in and out in what they call a running stitch, and gathered it. And after I gathered it, I laid it down. Oh, but before I even did that, I went around the edge. The first one I didn't do that, but the subsequent ones I did. I went around the edge with my favorite stickle, which is the one that's champagne color, like this. I love this one. Oh, I wish I could get some stock in that. But anyway, I went around the edge and I let that dry. And then when I gathered it, I put it on the waistline of the dress form. And at the waistline, what I used was, I had some of this gold ribbon, and it's just simply that. And I put that on the top and hot glued it down. And then after I hot glued it down, in order for it to still look like the rest of the stuff, I put some more of the stickles on top of it so that it'd have that glitter effect. And what I also did was, up at the neck, I've had these in my stash like forever. This, the gold beads on the rope or whatever. So I put that up to the neck here. And so now she's all dressed, but we had to use a button. So I went through my button stash, and I found in one of those little packs that come with a whole bunch of buttons. What is it? Something along the line of this. This isn't it, but it looks a little bit like this, these buttons here. It was a whole pack of them, and of different kind. And what it actually was it was this button right here. You can't see that well, but it was that. And the little white piece, that mother of pearlish looking thing, was up in here. And I just used my tweezers and pliers, and I cut the back off. I had to use an X-Acto knife, but I cut the shank off. And when I cut the shank from behind here, the little white piece popped out like that. That little white piece popped out. So I put it up there, and that gave me my button. So this is my first set. I have to make 4 more, and I'm debating whether I should go ahead and make 4 more exactly the same or make 4 different ones. I think I'm leaning towards making 4 different ones. Maybe some of what I have might be similar, but I think I'm really going for 4 different ones. But I just wanted to share this one so that the people in my group know that they have something on their way. And here are the 4. I will put my information on the back, and as I customarily do, especially if I know the initial, I put the person's initial on the back. I'll package these and get them out, and then that way Lisa can get them out to the recipients. So anyway, I'd like to thank y'all for watching and viewing what I've created, and I just would like to tell you that I really do appreciate that there are those of you out there that watch my videos, watch for the things that I create, and when I create, you comment, and I have gotten some of the most favorable comments, and I really do appreciate it, and I would really like to ask you to keep them coming. Please comment, tell me what you like. You can even tell me what you don't like, or what you think I could have done different, or whatever it is. Ask questions, however, and I enjoy reading them when I get a chance to read them. Sometimes I'm really busy and I wind up doing this kind of thing, being up at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to do this part of it. But this is what I love, so this is what I do. Alright, I think I'm about to start rambling, and I don't want to. I want to go to bed. So, what I'm going to do is say bye-bye. Damaris from Papers Fabric signing off, and I will see you again shortly with the second set. Bye.